Hello, my name is Hunter. I am speaking out against a cult that has been targeting me for years. These people are gatekeeping my life. Every time I begin to move forward, something happens in my life, and it's over and over and over again. On July 12th, I was pretty much surrounded by three people and told that they're involved in this. And it happens to me. They literally told me that no matter where I go, they're going to be, and pretty much trying to bully me into, I guess, submission. And the thing about it is I've done nothing to these people. Every job I go to, I'm a very hard worker. I'm a very loyal person. I'm very bubbly. And it's almost like my light kind of disturbs their, I guess, darkness. That's the only way I can describe it. Um, I'm a very confident person, and it's almost like they want to try to take my confidence away. Every time I try to heal from this, they pretty much dig it back up and make sure that, or try not to get me to heal. And that's why I'm speaking out about this, is because I've watched them do this to other people. They're doing it to me. It's happening, I guess, all over the world. I posted videos in the past and I pretty much took them down because I was threatened. I was threatened that if I didn't take them down, things would get worse. And they did get worse. It got me almost to the point where I had nothing. And it's ridiculous. And it's like no matter what I do or what I say, nothing seems to get any better. It only gets worse and worse and worse, and they keep bringing it back up and targeting me, pretty much keeping my life stagnant to the point where I pretty much cannot move forward in my life. They have subtly told me that I'm only going to be making about $30,000 a year, and if you saw how I worked, I feel like I'm worth more than that. And every time I get close to pretty much living comfortably, something happens to me, and these people have made it clear that they're involved in attacking my life, and it's affecting me in my personal life. Every time I try to move forward in my life, I just keep getting pushed back. And now at my jobs and everything, ever since it was confirmed to me that they're following me job to job, I've been wearing a body camera to work. And I asked them if I could wear a body camera. And they were just like, "You don't need a body camera. You're safe at work." And I was just like, "Well, you never know. I just be." It pretty much started whenever they were talking about money missing from the drawers and everything. So I pretty much brought it up saying, "Oh, so that means I can start wearing a body camera to work." And they pretty much tried to downplay that, tell me, "Oh, you don't need a body camera, like you're safe here, blah blah blah." And so I did anyway. I started wearing a body camera and everything. And they don't like it because now they can't really say anything to me. And what they're doing now is they're pretty much like, if I have an order, they pretty much try to mess it up on purpose to frustrate me and to try to get me to lash out and everything. And I'm a very loving person. I'm a very calm person. And they try to manipulate my emotions into getting me to look like somebody that I'm not. And then they pass all these false rumors around. Well, at this job and everything, they started passing false rumors around about me because the main manager that's involved in this attacks, who has pretty much told me what he's a part of and everything, I he was saying stuff about like he was pretty much discriminating against women and people of color. And when I showed him that like I really didn't want to be involved in that and everything, it pretty much like freaked him out a little bit. Pretty much to the point where, he started passing these false rumors around about me, like slandering my name. And pretty much I'd come into work and like all of a sudden coworkers aren't talking to me, and pretty much like if I talk, there's a problem. If I don't talk, there's a problem. And it's like I'm damned if I say anything, I'm damned if I don't. And the mental abuse that I have pretty much been given by these people is just it's ridiculous. Like I just want to come to work and then go home. And it's like when I stay silent, they just try to pick at me in order to pretty much try to get me to snap or something. And then when I don't, it irritates them. And it's almost like they think that I have some kind of vendetta against them, which I don't. I just, I just want to make my money. And now there was an employee that pretty much quit because apparently like his paycheck was smaller than usual. And after that, I had another employee come up to me and pretty much say that his paycheck was smaller than usual. And that a couple of other coworkers' paychecks are smaller than usual. And I kind of thought my paycheck was smaller than usual, smaller than it should have been. And so I pretty much, at the end of the shift today, was the 31st of this month. Pretty much, on the 31st of July, I pretty much, I worked a 12-hour shift. Pretty standard for me to work these long hours and everything. Because in my head, I'm like loyal and helping out. And I work. I work hard. Just to try to help out and everything. Well, at the end of my shift, one of the managers pretty much like put in all my information for my deliveries and everything. And he said there was an issue. And I was like, an issue? What do you mean? I told him I didn't get a bank, but I told him I owed $8. And I had write-in tips that they have to put in manually and everything. And he said, oh, I don't know. I'm just going to wait till the store manager comes. He's going to come a little bit later and fix it. Well, I decided to wait hour and a half, 2 hours for him to get there. And I caught it on video, them messing up my write-ins. They charged a customer $10 extra on my account. And I just kind of explained to him that, this is why I was worried, is because, like, that's on my account. And this was after, like, I was told that all these employees' paychecks are smaller than usual and everything. And it's pretty much retaliation. It is retaliation against me. Because I guess they think I'm against them. And I know what's going on. And I feel like it was done to me on purpose. Because of all the other stuff they've said about me, all the other things they've done to me, like, why would this not be, I had pretty much a normal, in my opinion, stress-free day. And something just had to have gone wrong. And so I caught it on video, him messing up in it, and his face, store manager's face kind of went pale. Because they know that I'm recording. I mean, why wouldn't I? You literally told me that no matter what job I go to, no matter where I go to, somebody from your group, somebody from your cult is going to be there. So, what do? I just stop communicating with you. Unless there's something to do with work, I won't communicate with them. And it irritates them because they want me to vent to them. Like, why would I vent to somebody that has made it clear that you're against me? Pretty much holding a piece of cheese in front of my head. Pretty much saying that if I guess I don't comply, then I won't make money. Confirming to me that they've been controlling how much money I make. And the thing about it is they need help. They need help at the store. They need help at all the stores at this company. Because a whole buttload of managers just left. Nobody wants to be an inside shop worker, whatever you call them. And you got all these people that have been at this company for years, working long hours. And they need help. And you really think that somebody's going to help after you've bullied them? You've mentally abused them? You've slandered their name? Why would somebody want to help you? I've been I've been there for them to help. And I thought I was doing my part. But because of the nasty things that they've done in front of me, they've said in front of me, they're pretty much retaliating against me because they think I'm either saying something or I'm gonna say something. So they pretty much, in order to guard their image, they practically destroy mine. Making me come into work and all of a sudden my coworkers aren't talking to me. Making it seem like it's my fault. But you need help. Not just mentally, but physically. I mean, the store manager literally told me, oh, I'm getting old, like, I'm gonna be 50. Okay? You think that you're gonna bully me into helping you? That just makes me want to work less. And what they don't get is this is why you hear about, like, Gen Z not not working anymore. It's because they're being psychologically tortured into, I guess, complying, even if they work hard. Like, I'm a very hard worker. I stand out. I get the most hours because I work. And I'm pretty sure, if not positive, that they are adjusting my pay to give me less money so that I'll try to grind it out to get more money. That's not right. I've worked my long shifts. I've worked my long hours. I deserve to get paid what I worked. And if you think it's just going to be unseen, you're fucking crazy. Excuse my language. I work very hard. And I know my worth. And that's the problem. Is because I know my worth, they want to try to make me feel worthless. And that's what they're doing to a lot of people right now. Then they're wondering why, then most companies are wondering why they're understaffed and they can't find good workers. Better open your eyes. You think people want to go to work and get treated like shit? Sorry for my language. I come in very bubbly. And I literally told the manager I don't like being miserable at work. And he was just, oh, well, it's work, yeah, nobody wants to be here. And I was just like, why are you telling me that? Shouldn't you be uplifting me? Is my energy too high? I'm starting to think that's what it is. My energy is just too high for all these people. So they try to bring it down because they don't want to keep up. Or they can't keep up. I've been scapegoated out for years. And then people wonder why I can run circles around them. They start accusing me of drugs and whatnot. Like, no, I've been literally scapegoated out for years. And forced to work long hours for years. That's why I can run circles around you. And they don't like it when I can run circles around them. Then stop scapegoating me out. Don't get mad because you created this. You need help. These people literally will not take a step back and ask for help. They would rather psychologically manipulate you into helping. That's real messed up. Real messed up. A lot of good, innocent, hard-working people out here that are being tortured. Being made to look like somebody that they're not. Because you don't want to be in a lower position. You've got to be the one. And I've already told these people, like, I don't care about attention. And I feel like they didn't believe me. Because they want to be the center of attention. So they try to bring me down so that they can be the center of attention. And then they get irritated when it doesn't bother me. And I stay silent. Then they're just like, oh, he's plotting something. No. I told them what I was doing. I told them that I was just gonna come in, put my headphones in, and do my part and do it well. They didn't believe me. Now they try to reel me in, and and I'm not taking the bite, and it irritates them because then they can't pretty much, I guess, build a rapport on me. They can't gather ammo to attack me because I keep to myself. I love everybody. And I've made it clear to them that I love them all. I made it clear to them that I'm here to help. And they need help. It's not that they want help, they need help. And they think that treating me like crap is going to make me want to help. Treating me like crap is going to make me feel bad to help them. Oh, poor you. And they don't like that. They don't like that at all. They do not like that I come to work. It's like they try to treat me like, if you won't help me, then I don't want you here. But I'll tell you this, like, and I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, but if I left, they would struggle. They would. I'm sure they'd bounce back eventually, but it'll take them. They're already understaffed. They're already severely understaffed. It's it's mind blowing to me how companies will, they would rather you pretty much, I guess, go mentally insane rather than build you up and try to, like, make you feel like an equal. Because that's all it is. They just want to break you down, break your spirit, make you feel like you're not worth anything, that this is all you're going to be able to do for the rest of your life. That's what they do. You're not worth anymore. Like, the thing about it is for years I've been told that, oh, you're only going to make $30,000 a year. And the store manager, had the audacity to come up to me and just be like, oh, yeah, you could be my number two. And your position would make 35,000. It's a numbers game, I guess, to them. And that's the thing, is in the position that I'm in, I do make more than them. And they don't like that. That's why they're adjusting my pay. That isn't right. Because for years, these people have been gatekeeping me. Pretty much telling me the exact salary that I'm going to make. And that's exactly what I get during income tax season. That's exactly what's on my tax papers. Like, how do you know that's how much I'm going to make? How did you know? Are you like a mind reader? No, they do it, I guess, for control. And yeah, that would be fine like maybe 10 years ago. Like before the pandemic and everything, that's how much I was making and I was living just fine. But these companies, they need to realize that a lot of people can't survive off of what they're paying now. A lot of people are struggling. And then they wonder why they don't have managers. Why they can't find people to come into work. Why managers don't want to work certain shifts. It's because they can't. They're living paycheck to paycheck. Who wants to come in and run a store living paycheck to paycheck? So now they're messing with my pay, and I know they are. There's no way. I've calculated it up. And the thing about it is I asked them. I was like, "Hey, is there like a way for me to check to see how many hours I get in shop and how many hours I'm on the road?" And they did a whole like runaround, pretty much saying, "Oh, that's all in your pay stub at the end of the week." Like by that time, you could have already adjusted it. These people are out of their mind. And that's the thing. They put you in these stressful situations. They gaslight the hell out of you. They mentally torture you so that you don't think about things like that. You don't pretty much ask questions about your pay. You don't notice the $100 missing out of your paycheck. They try to get you to think about other things other than the problem at hand. They think they're going to get away with this? That's a big no-no. And the thing about it is when this new store manager came in, the store got divided because they loved the old store manager. And apparently, with this store manager and the district manager, things did not end well for the store manager. And I was the only one that was loyal to the store manager. And for him to be still gatekeeping me, going along with this cult that has been targeting me for years, after I told him that I respected him, it's like they've lost their minds. These people have lost their minds. The employees are tired of it. That's why they're not working. That's why they're working less. That's why they're not doing as much as people used to. And the ones that do help are literally treated like garbage. Something's got to change. It's like these people are out of their mind. Because we were all divided and everything, I feel like they were adjusting people's pay to screw with them. Pretty much saying, oh, I control your pay. Good luck calculating everything up with all the mental torture we put you through. People just want to come to work and go home. And they should be able to survive. They shouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck. Working 50 hours a week, 50, 60 hours a week. Trying to force employees to grind. And then they wonder why the employees are getting burnt out and leaving. People deserve better. People do not deserve what we're going through after this pandemic happened. Being mentally tortured. Being forced to work 80% of your life or of your day. %, of the week. People get no time to relax. And that's the thing, is they want people working hours and hours and hours on end. They want people going through the stressful abuse, because then that stops them from being able to find a better paying job. And good luck. Most companies do this. You go into blue collar, you're going to be pretty much waiting 10 years to get the amount of pay you want. And then even then, like, what's to say that 10 years goes by and they don't pay you anymore? That's what they're doing. They're selling people this dream that if you build up the experience, that you'll be recognized. And some people probably will. But if you're a hard worker, a hard, loyal worker, why would they pay you anymore? You're already doing it. I feel like some of these, especially down south, I feel like they want you to go to them so that they can do something for you, so that they can buy you something. But they won't pay you anymore, so you can go buy it yourself. It's getting ridiculous. Like, tell me how minimum wage has raised almost $5 more an hour in the last 5 years, and people are still getting paid the same amount of money every year as they were pre-pandemic. Like, I think it's time for these companies to really start raising the salaries of people, really start paying people more, letting people work the hours that they need instead of cutting them. It's ridiculous. Thank you.